Hi, everybody. Welcome to another week of the Mindful Journey. I'm so glad you could join me today. Today, I wanted to share a technique with you. It's called the Raisin Meditation. This is a technique that is taught in mindfulness based stress reduction or MBSR programs. And this technique I find is very beneficial if you are a new time or a first time meditator. It really teaches you how to bring all your senses and how to truly be present in whatever it is that you are doing. So let's get started. So for the raisin meditation, you will be needing 2 raisins. So I've got my 2 raisins handy here. So 2 raisins, and you will need a glass of water. Okay, so if you don't already have these items right now, would be the best time to pause this video and go grab your items. All right, let's get started. So at first, let's just ground ourselves. So just if you're comfortable closing your eyes, you may do so now. If not, you can do this with your eyes open as well. Just start to notice your feet. Notice how they're making contact with the floor. Notice, do they feel cold or do they feel warm? Notice the weight of your body on the chair. Do you find that your weight is more towards the right or towards the left? Start to notice your hands. Where are they? Are they on your lap or do you have them on the table? Just notice the texture of the table, the texture of your fabric against your fingers. Notice the warmth or cold on your fingers. Now let's bring our attention to our breath. Notice the breath going in through the nose and coming out through the nose. And just continue to focus on your breath. Focus on the inhales and the exhales. And notice, where do you feel your inhales and exhales the most? Do you feel it in your abdominal area? Do you feel it more around your chest? Or do you feel it in your nose? Continue to observe as you inhale and exhale. Notice the cold air going in through the nose, and notice the warmth of the air coming out through your nose. Continue to be with your breath for a little while longer. And whenever you're ready, you may open your eyes if you have had them closed. And let's get started with our raisin meditation. So get your first raisin handy. And when you do the raisin meditation, imagine that you're from a different planet. And look at this raisin like you're seeing it for the first time. So really pay attention to the raisin. Just notice it. Notice the color of the raisin. What color is it? We usually think raisins are black, but when you look at it, you can see it's not really black. It's got some light brown in there, some dark brown, some white spots. Just notice this raisin. Notice the ridges on this raisin. Does your raisin have a lot of ridges? Or is it just a few? Now see if you can smell this raisin. Do you smell your raisin at all, or is the smell strong, or is it a bit faint? Now this might look a little weird, but see if you can listen to your raisin or hear anything. So try rolling the raisin between your fingers. See if you can hear any crackling or popping noises. Now, put this raisin in your mouth and move the raisin around in your mouth. You want to bring it to the right side of a cheek, the left side of a cheek, the tip of your tongue, back of your tongue. Just place it in different areas of the mouth and notice if it feels the same in different areas of the mouth. Did one area feel different from the other area? And really just notice the raisin, notice how it feels. Can you feel the ridges with your tongue? Now go ahead and give it a gentle bite. Do you notice a burst of flavor? Continue to move it around your mouth. Do you notice any taste at all? Now continue to bite the raisin a little bit more. Start to notice the texture, the flavor. And very mindfully chew on your raisin. Can you feel the raisin getting into smaller size, or the bits of the raisins? Are the texture of the smaller bits different from the texture of the entire raisin? Just pay attention and just notice. Now that you've swallowed your raisin, take a sip of water. And notice the water. Notice the cold. If you had warm water, notice the warmth. And notice that water going through your throat. Now it's time to pick up our next raisin. Now again, pay close attention to this raisin. How is this raisin different from your previous raisin that you had? I find mine is a bit more drier than my previous raisin. A little more rougher. And see if you can find the part of the raisin or part of the grape to which this raisin or the grape was connected to the plant. And if you think of it, that was the area from which it got all its nutrients, its food for its growth. And if you think about it, this raisin required the sun, it required the nutrients in the soil, required water from the rain or from irrigation. So in a way, the sun, the soil, the water is all in this raisin. Now imagine how this raisin got here. Someone harvested these raisins, then put them out to dry in the sun, then probably boxed them and sent them out to factories to have them packaged. And once packaged, they were put in trucks and they came to the stores. Now if you think of it, that truck needed gas or petroleum, and that soil, which was made out of volcanic eruptions many years ago, the nutrients that nourished this grape or this raisin actually came from decaying plants and animals that lived many years ago. And once the raisin is in the store, someone has to put this raisin out on the shelf. And then you have to buy this raisin, you take it home. And if you think of it, we're all connected. Think of all the people, the hard work they put into making this raisin. Think of the sunlight, the nutrients, the plants and animals that died and decayed and became nutrients in the soil. We're all connected, and that's part of what mindfulness teaches you, that we are not just one individual. We are part of something bigger. Now you can take this raisin and put it in your mouth. And again, you don't have to eat it as slowly as your previous raisin, but pay attention. Pay attention to the texture. Notice how the texture feels. Notice the taste. Notice, is this experience a bit different from the experience that you had with the first raisin? Now that you know, or now that you're aware of everything that this raisin went through and the long journey that was involved for this raisin to get here. So that was the Raisin Meditation. Hope you enjoyed the Raisin Meditation. And I have a challenge for all of you guys out there. From now on, whenever you're having a meal, see if you can mindfully enjoy your meal. You don't want to just eat your meal for the sake of eating, but really enjoy the texture. Pay attention to the taste. And pay attention and think of the bigger picture. Someone took a lot of effort to make that meal for you. The nutrients or the ingredients in the meal came from somewhere. So start to notice these things. Also, when you are doing mindless activities, like let's say you're washing dishes, start to be more mindful. Pay attention. You can start to just notice the soap suds, notice the water running from the tap, and just notice everything as though you're seeing it for the first time, and see what you notice when you see it from that perspective. All right, I hope you enjoyed the Raisin Meditation, and if you have any comments or questions, feel free to message below or comment below, and I will see you again next week. Bye for now.